Hello, fellow Bianfr'S, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. My people, I am here today once more. Today is 18th of January 2025. Wonderful Bianfr'S, we are still on our mission to restore Biafra. The declaration on the 29th of November 2024 meant that we are now a full government of our own. We Biafrans, we are wonderful people. We are calling every Biafra, no matter where you are, to join hand and let us continue. My wonderful Biafran, I love you all. Our PM loves you as well. Onyendu loves you. Yesterday, we had a very wonderful news from our Prime Minister. I was on this program yesterday when my media colleagues made a call and we on the Zoom for the message to be delivered by our APM, Mazio Genkere. I slept very well yesterday because that message signaled the release of our Prime Minister. Join me from wherever you are watching. But before I go ahead, my people, I have to do the needful. Onyendu, our leader, we live by example. When he used to do what I'm doing now, Onyendu will first of all pray because he realized the relevance of God, that God is the owner of the world, that God is our leader. Hello, my brother Chibo, thank you for joining. My fellow Biafrans, if you have God, or if you know God and you don't thank him, you don't show that God is the owner of your life, it's your choice. So I have to give God thanks. Merciful Father, King of glory, I thank your holy name, Father Lord, the creator of heaven and earth, the owner of the universe. I give you thanks, I glorify your name. Father Lord, we cannot do anything without you. Almighty God, the God of humans, the God that created everything on earth, I call upon you in your infinite mercy and kindness to release our heroes, Msen and his disciple, the Prime Minister of Biafra government. Please, my Lord, take care of every Biafran, both those who have agreed and those who do not agree. Father, put it in their hearts that they have to unite and agree. He say, my wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom, before I go to play this voice, I have to remind us that the zoo called Nigeria, we were once Nigerians. You can count from 1960 when Flora Shaw gave us the name Nigeria. Since then, you started answering the name Nigeria without knowing the political significance or consequences. We were there and the Fulanis were calling us infidel, calling us their slaves. We continue serving them for that number of years. They continued drilling, selling, and stealing our oil money, the gas, everything. from Biafra land that sustained Nigeria as a nation, as a country. We kept going on till 1966. Saduana of Sokoto and Ahmadu Bello started buying us, using the military then as they are still using it now today to kill our people in the north. We Biafrans, we are wonderful people. We don't discriminate. We are not violent people. No. Even on this platform, we don't preach violence. We don't preach hate. What we preach is love, one love for everybody. We travel abroad. We travel all over the nation. Yet, they castigate us. Why? Because they know that in as much as we are not troublemakers, that we don't tolerate it. We are the only challenging force to the Fulanese who came all the way from Mauritania and other Sahel region to settle in our land. We allowed them, and they gave themselves up for usage. Until tomorrow, they are being used to make sure that that nation in Biafra land does not stand. That is our history. No hospital, no good roads, no schools, nothing that anybody can conveniently live on. They politicize everything and commercialize everything. Now they are commercializing and politicizing terrorism. They will go and tell the Western world that there are terrorists. Who formed the terrorist group? Buhari and Shetima. And some Biafrans will be calling you names as if you have turned from being a Biafra to a Fulani man. Now, our leader, Msen Nnamdi Kanu, Ojukwu started. After Ojukwu, for these 3 years, 1967 to 1970, we came back. General Effiong told Yakubu Gowon and the rest of Nigeria and their allies, if you do not treat these children very well, they are going to come back to fight for what belongs to them. How can Fulanese who came from Mauritania start claiming that our oil belongs to them? And some people are supporting them, giving them all manner of weapons to fight us. Last Sunday, that's about 4 or 5 days ago, they went and bombed Biafra land. And they still claim that Simon Ekpa is the one disturbing Southeast. And people are listening to it. So, Biafrans, you have to think of your past in order to know your present. You have to know how to deal with your present in order to manage your tomorrow. That is the problem. Those using your own brothers, Hope Uzodinma, David Umahi, Okezi Ikpeazu, all of them, the governors, Charles Soludo, Peter Mbah, all of them, using them to deal with you. And all of us who are abroad suffering, doing menial jobs. Biafrans, time has come for us to think and reason. This is not the time for us to keep fighting each other. It is time for us to work together as one and focus on getting our nation. Because Biafra coming is bigger than Finland, that is holding our PM. Finland is only 5.5 million, but we are 70 million and above. If proper census is conducted or will be conducted, you will know that Biafrans are up to 80 million. We are very compact. That is correct because of the geographical location of Biafra. But we are more in population than the North. So, fellow Biafrans, we have to think deep. What is happening to us? Why can't we get our freedom? The Ukrainians are now fighting with Russia, Hamas with Israel. Nigeria is always fighting Biafrans. Why is it that the whole of Europe will be fighting to protect interests of Ukraine, but nobody talks about Biafra? Therefore, we Biafrans have taken it upon ourselves to speak up for ourselves and to defend ourselves because they want to annihilate us. The Fulani-controlled Nigeria is always fighting us, using our oil and gas money to buy Tucano aircraft from America, from Britain, to fight us. And Musa Christopher, a Christian, is their stooge who uses the terrorists in uniform converted from terrorism to military. Which country in the whole world does that? Only Nigeria. And it is our duty to let the world know. And other ways they fight us is by paying one of us, whether man or woman, to come and fight us. Anything we plan, those that they have paid over will make a video and send it to them. Nigeria is nothing good. Nothing good comes from Nigeria. I know very well. I remember when Saudi Arabia came to Nigeria to borrow money. Today, Saudi Arabia can lend money to Nigeria 10 times because of poor managerial abilities that they have. Very poor. We cannot continue. That word that General Effiong told Nigeria has come to play. 1970, Effiong told them that we have come back together, and Yakubu Gowon said that there is no victor, there is no vanquish, no one have won or defeated each other. Let us start afresh. And Effiong said to him, hey man, I'm gonna give you one word. And that word is that these children are the children of the people you killed. If you do not treat them very well, they're gonna come back to you. And this is it, my people. But I can tell you categorically clear that Nigeria, being an evil nation, will always buy one of us to be their eye in what we are doing. Ejiofor did it. Ejiofor was the one that collaborated with the DOS that was working with Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, and they took Onyendu down. And they bought someone within our prime minister's cabinet, and they now took him down. Biafrans, we are now government. We have to follow the law. We are just a newly formed and redeclared government. We need foreigners to recognize us. We need only 5 countries, only 5, to recognize us. Then we are good to go. Do not be the impatient tortoise that have been in the hole for 7 whole days. And the day they are going to bring him out, he is hurrying and rushing everybody. No, don't shoot yourselves on the foot. Those of you calling our lobbyists criminals should stop it. You should stop it forthwith. Bianfr'S, we are good to go. They all know, they are shaking, they are quaking because they know that Biafra has come. But the only thing they are doing now is fighting, bombing our land, so that by the time we will come back, we will have a lot of work to do. But it's good, the world is watching them. Last month, December, Australian government warned its citizens not to set their foot in Nigeria because Nigeria is a terrorist country. So we know that the world is watching. They all know. Even all the people giving them to Kano and supporting them, they know that Nigeria is a terrorist country. But they are fighting for their interest. This is politics, pure politics. Biafrans, wake up. I know that most people say that Igbos are not good politicians, but time has come for us to show that even though we are not good politicians, we are educated people, we know how to re-strategize and work as one. So my people, on that very basis, I will rest my case and allow you to listen to the message that our PM sent yesterday. Yesterday was my happiest day. And you will also hear the voice of PM's Finland lawyer, a lady barrister that represents our PM. Listen to it. For those of you who are thinking that our PM will be sent to Nigeria, you can think for the rest of your life because it will never happen. Hello, Samuel. Thank you for joining Biafr'S. Remember to click the like button so that more Biafr'S will be invited. Thank you, my people. Listen to our APM's message. He even mentioned that he was on the phone with the PM for 1 hour, and PM gave him names of those that he should contact directly and ask them to join us and stop wallowing in ignorance. We are not cursing them. We are welcoming them because we are all Biafrans. Oyibo man is using Fulani. Fulani is using the governors and the politicians. And the politicians are using those of us who are in the People's Club. But we will forgive them. Let us come together as one. My wonderful Biafrans, today is Saturday, and our fundraising will start by Biafra time, 7 p.m. Remember, even if it is $5, pay it. It will go a long way to help what we are doing for our freedom. Thank you, my people. Listen to the voice.
Media and the press who have keyed in to this emergency media press briefing is going to be very short and concise, as the APM will deliver some messages to the Biafran people and the press, and the Minister of CRC as well. And we may have other messages coming from other people that you may not know, but today you will be privileged to know them. I salute all Biafrans, and I welcome my APM to the stage. I welcome the CRC minister to the stage. You two will stay on the floor while I disappear. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans, depending on where you're watching from. Greeting to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Greeting to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and all of us of freedom, both even the enemies of Biafrans. We love our enemy for them to repent. By so doing, the love we show to them, we are showing an example of who we are as people, as not.
Yes, my people, let me say something. He is welcoming Biafrans and also the enemies of Biafra. If you know that you are a Biafran, you cannot be seeing your fellow Biafran as your enemy, because we all have one common enemy. And these enemies, though they are hidden, but we know them. They don't want us to be free. They want us to remain underground while they continue stealing what belongs to us to make their own country to be okay. They want to continue to enslave us. These are the common enemies. Fulanis are the enemies, not your fellow Biafran. No, my people. So we welcome those Biafrans who think that they are enemy to their brothers and sisters. It's very wrong. Oyibo people, they always unite whenever they are doing anything. You go to their political background, you see them form different parties, attacking each other in the parliament and in the House of Senate, like the congressmen in the US. They will be attacking each other. But when it comes to national issue, you will see that they come as one. They will tell you, we Americans, or we Russians, or we Israelis, or we French people. They will never discriminate. So even if you are calling yourself a different political party in the same Biafra government, calling us criminals and enemy, we are inviting you, based on what we are doing, followed by PM's instruction that we should all come together as one. So let's continue.
Not being evil people. Then if they decide not to turn around, then whatever hits them, it will be their own problem. We have a great good news. Today, I have been today already, and this morning I have the privilege to send a strong message to Biafrans to forget about watching and listening to fake news. You need to make a choice, your form of information, the source of news, manipulate, corrupt a good mind. So please, we have our media team. From now, please kindly subscribe to any of the government channel, follow the media team and get news. And I made it clear that in days, weeks to come, will be positive news, and of which next week a lot of good news will be coming as well. And for emergency briefing.
Yes, my wonderful sister Eukarya, thank you so much for joining. The news was very exciting. I slept well yesterday. That's what I have brought. You can remember that we were all together yesterday when our media team called for this meeting. We were all there. If you look up there, you will see all of us seated while the APM and the chairman for the CRC, Mr. Emma, they delivered the message from our PM. So let's continue to listen. Thank you for joining, Eukarya. Remain blessed, my darling sister.
All honorable members of the cabinet, you are all welcome. I recognize the presence of Elias, our lobbyist. He being our good friend, and he'll be working for the Biafran people. and I have a privilege of being in 2 meetings with him today already. We have a message from Finland. We all know that the Finnish authority, they call our Prime Minister for questioning. At the end, the target is to stop what you and I believe in. The target is to stop us from getting our freedom. Our enemies are working hard day and night, doing whatever they can to disrupt, to stop Biafra from being an independent nation. But we will prevail, because when the good keep quiet or silent, evil will prevail. But when the good men and women stand up and do the right thing, they will prevail. And we have been in this journey for the past 2 months now, or tomorrow actually we make 2 months, that they call our Prime Minister for questioning. And the good people that stand by the Biafra Republic government in exile, we are prevailing every day. Special message from our Prime Minister. The special message from our Prime Minister, there's our attorney visit him today, and he sent a message that I should deliver this message to Biafran people, accompanied by our CROC chair, Maziema, with the Biafra Republic government in exile. The Biafran people, our Prime Minister still stand with the Biafra Republic government in exile. That's the government he knows. That's the true legitimate government. He's not aware of any other entity or breakaway group or any other government form that he didn't sanction. So please, we are calling every Biafran, especially those on the other side. We are all Biafrans.
Yes, my people. You know, when they used to call us the miscreants, the breakaway, the separatists, the this, the that, all the colorful names that they can give us. Biafra government in exile was instituted by our supreme leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, in 1967, because government in exile is legal all over the world. So many countries used it to gain their freedom and fight. That's why it beats my imagination now that the Western world, they are always trying their luck, trying to govern you in front and twist your hand behind. Charles de Gaulle was in United Kingdom when he was fighting for the freedom of his people from Hitler in the 1920s and 1930s. So why is it now that our PM cannot fight for Biafra from exile? It is a legal entity. It is acceptable. Then after Odumegwu Ojukwu, our supreme leader, may he so rest in peace, then Uwazurike took over. Uwazurike came to America to redeclare it the way we went to Finland to redeclare. Uwazurike messed up that journey, and he went back to Biafra land without redeclaring it during his time. Uwazurike did a good job. I praise him for what he did. We will all appreciate every Biafran because it is the same trend going on. And Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, following Masob, then Uwazurike, came out from Uwazurike. So that's why I will always appreciate Uwazurike, because it was Uwazurike that open the eyes of Onyendu. Onyendu has been wanting to do what our PM did now, but the zoo saboteurs with him, called the DOS, they never allowed that happen. They allowed the zoo politicians to use a Ejiofor to corrupt them. And they made Onyendu not to complete what he started. Today, Onyendu is incarcerated. Now, I know that some of them will be feeling like Judas. You all know we are predominantly Christians. In fact, we are all Christians in the Southeast. So I will always refer to our Lord Jesus Christ. When Judas saw Christ, he never knew. He thought that they will just take Christ and maybe warn him or something. He sold him for £1.6 or whatever. And he regretted it and went and hung himself. That's the way it is with our Onyendu. Now our PM came. Because our PM read and studied international law, he quickly made sure that this government is established. Otherwise, by now, we would have been running helter-skelter, like the DOS. But Onyendu gave, our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, gave us a very resounding standing by making sure that we have all the ministries and the ministers managing every ministry. Gave us this second declaration. So Biafra government in exile started from the time of Ojukwu. It is legal. What it means is that you cannot come to detain all of us. No, no country will do it. If you detain anyone in America, the one in Russia can start it. The one in another person in Finland can start it. The one in UK can start it. The one in Netherlands can start it. That's what PM did that is worthy of emulation, is worthy of being praised and glorified. PM has done one of the greatest jobs in this freedom fight. Even if you detain him from now till next year, Biafra will still come because he has broken the ice covering this truth. They don't want Biafra to come, but it has come. It has come. Let no one feel weak or lily-livered. No. Our PM has done everything that is required for a nation to stand. That's what I want to tell everyone. Let's continue.
We can disagree to agree as a people. We are not perfect. We make mistakes. Here in the United States of America, we have two political parties, Republic and Democrat. During their campaign for their election, they do have some back and forth. But at the end of the day, on Monday will be the swearing of Donald Trump, will be the next president. You will see both parties come together and do the needful. So now we have not established two-party system until when Biafra is fully restored.
Yes, my people, let me expound on what he has just said. You know that we, Biafran from Southeast, they say that we don't know politics. Do you know why people refer to us like that? We like to fight. We like to get everything by fighting. White people do not fight. People from Western world, they don't fight. They do fight, but they will unite. For instance, they have different political parties. But if a foreign or external invasion happens in their country, you will see them regrouping, coming together to engage in that fight as one. After the war must have ended, everybody will go back to their own political party. Do you know why they have various political parties? So that what this party has not done well, the other political party will push them to do it right for their people. But my people, they like to fight. Every time you call your brother criminal, you call him a traitor, you call him this, you sabotage. You can never see, if America is fighting any country, another American sabotaging America. They can never do it because they believe they are very proud of their country. If you see an American every time, he will tell you, I'm an American. Because they are proud of their country. They are proud of where they came from. They defend themselves, whether they are in different political parties or not. That's why our APM is saying here that someone can make mistake, that we are all one, and that is very correct. So we should learn how to do politics. It's not by killing your brother because he made one mistake or the other. I'm talking about Ngozi Orabueze. She has to drop that high horse, her ego, and come back. PM is giving her a second chance to come and prove that she is not Sabo, that she should come back to her root. Biafra government is in exile, is her root. That one she has is not a government, it's a group of political minded people that don't know, that they don't have any base. This is where the base is. The Biafra government in exile that PM created, not the one another person created. We cannot afford to have two governments in one nation. Hello, Clement Aneto. Thank you so much. My wonderful brother. PM sent a message, and that's what our APM is trying to deliver. Let's listen to him.
But those that have break away are still Biafrans. They have the opportunity to come back, and we all unite and fight our one common enemy. So our Prime Minister is asking whoever in the other group to desist from that group. Whoever in the other government, they all should fall back to the government that he left, that he was fighting for before he was called. That is the Biafra Republic government in exile. Our Prime Minister said I should deliver this message to the Biafran people that he know nothing about the government that Ngozi Orabueze have formed, that he's not part of that government. And he actually have some names that he mentioned. If they doubt, we should contact them and call them. I think we'll think about it. But these individuals, we're not going to call them by their name. They're supposed to see read the handwriting in the wall. Please, if you know you've been misled, it's not your fault. It's where we find ourselves in a country, a terrorist country that they make we Biafran people, some not to think like normal human beings. You will see some well-educated with their degree, whatever you can qualify or call them as doctor, lawyer, with diploma, but some of them will be acting like kids without no brain. You see shame footing. And Biafrans are known for their being smart, as smart people, as people that know the right thing. Please, you all should start emulating those that have set up this mantle and led by example. Come back. I hope those that are calling Obatobie, calling our Prime Minister that believe in him, you all should respect that wherever you are. Come back to the government. The Biafra Republic government remains the legitimate government, of which our Prime Minister stands with the Biafra Republic government in exile. He made that clear. We know that this beforehand. So let's start to reason when Biafra fully restore and liberate ourselves, when we fully regain our total sovereignty, we will work on our mental state to make sure that every Biafra will start thinking like normal human being, instead of making these mistakes that destroy life. For the past week to 2 months, a lot had happened. A lot of our Biafrans have slandered my name, tried to destroy my reputation, but I stand strong because I know I'm doing the right thing. And a lot of people probably have lost their life. And people back home as well, they just in disarray. Some don't know their left from their right. Please, fellow Biafrans, listen to the Prime Minister that you used to hear his voice and believe in. His Excellency Martin Simon Ekwa said I should deliver this message, that if you know you are in Ngozi government, disease from that government, and Ngozi himself, they will pass this message to her to let her know she should stop everything she's doing. What she's doing is destroying people in Biafra land, is killing life. We need to come back and do the needful, that is to support our liberation. By all means, by all core, we need to do that so that we can fully liberate ourselves. And with this, I'm just going to have a minute to call, to call across, and maybe we can hear from the attorney of our Prime Minister. Hopefully, this call will be loud and clear. Okay, if I'm coming out, if this voice is coming out, please can you let me know? Attorney of our Prime Minister from Finland, welcome. We are live with Biafran people. Can you please deliver the message that the Prime Minister asked you to deliver to the acting Prime Minister? Can you speak a little bit louder so that the Biafran people can hear you? Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting me in.
Yeah, please kindly give me 1 second. I think I'm going to try to see if it can be audible a little bit. Give me 1 second.
It's okay. We can hear. We can hear.
Okay. All right. Is she coming out clearly?
Yes, she's coming.
It is.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening again, sisters and brothers. My name is Marianne, and I speak in a position of Mr. PM's civil lawyer here in Finland, and also his Finnish political advisor, which job I have been doing years already. And today I have special news for you, since I am delivering direct message from his own words, using his very own words, which I got to know today when I visited the PM directly, privately, 3.5 hours in the place he is held in custody. So his clear message is that everybody, every single soul, should fall back to the original structure of Biafran Republic government in exile. The PM is very aware that there is some organization, but that entity or whatsoever entity should not be the place for Biafrans now. Only and solely the original Biafran Republic government in exile, what Simon self has made up, and what Mr. Okechukwu-Kere is acting now as an acting Prime Minister. That is why, because the PM wants to show the world that Biafran people can govern themselves instead of getting into a fight between one another or between entity or another. Vice versa, that the Biafran people are capable of uniting themselves even stronger despite little differences there might exist. So specifically, the PM said that let everyone, sister and brother, on Madame Roxy Orabuese's list from the 6th of December 2024, which means her cabinet. should fall back to the original structure. And this may sound a little bit straight, but the PM is very straight man. And this is his organization and his will and his agenda, which he fights for. And he has so many things he wants to tell you and explain you. But now the solemn thing is that he wishes is that you people listen and take this seriously, so we are capable of fighting the Biafran good cause together and unite. This is the message I want to tell. And God bless you all. God bless Biafra.
So, my people, you have all heard it. She is the barrister that is representing our PM in Finland. You have heard her voice. She is not a zoo lawyer. Our PM is not in the zoo, because some of you will be asking, where is our PM? Is he in the zoo or in Finland? He is in Finland. You all know that Dr. Cho Ayoba is also held in Amsterdam, or I don't know. But you will all know that if Abakolondiocha, when they are fighting for their own freedom, they are free to stay in any country to fight. But our people, we cannot fight for our freedom. They will call you a terrorist. They will call you a terrorist just to hold you down, because Fachorok Africa rise here. They don't want Africans to rise. How come that since 2019 that our PM was fighting for this freedom in Finland? It's only when he wanted to declare their nation. How many years after? 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 6 years later, then Finland Abiajidie. This is their plan. Oh, if Ndiocha make it up to hold Africans down. Ndị Fulani ebe onye bụ Fulani. Oh, Ndiocha na-alụ all these things. That is their job. Cho Ayoba was held in Switzerland or wherever. Our PM in Finland all plan on Ndiocha to hold Africans down. All plan of that. EU ndị dịka Fulani bụ just an addition to their efforts. Then Fulanis, they use each political group, governors, and all those ndị ogologo akpili that want money. And the governors will in turn use those who are in People's Club and the Geoffo and the rest. This is how it works. Let me acknowledge my brother Wilson. I'm here now because we have fundraising in the evening. Yeah, in Norway. If any Nabako Londiocha, that's what they do. They do all that to bring us down so that we don't move. But unfortunately for them, Biafra is here. It has been declared. This voice you all heard now is the voice of the barrister that represents our PM in Finland. I know that the Finland of 1967 is not the same Finland of today. Then they just left USSR and they knew exactly what we were fighting for. But this recent Finland is the Finland that found themselves being members of Europe. They are European Finland. Ndị achọrọ ka Africa raise their head. That's why they gave him wage de PMI. Ọ ka unu wee mata na ọgụ anyị na-anụ, ọ bụrụkwa Fulani ka anyị na-anụsi ọgụ, ọ ndị ọcha. This is the neo-colonialism going on. Mana unu amarọ. They can do anything. PM Agbagolo Ngozi Orabueze Onya now. By Igwea to go back to Biafra government in exile, the one that he formed. Obuzi no mero. Anom no ne abia ime program on the space by 3 p.m. We will all go and listen. We will all go and listen. So for that reason, I'm going to stop this program by 2:30 so that everyone should go there and listen to her. PM Menyego message yesterday through his lawyer, and he spoke extensively to the APM because we now have a government. They can't stop us. Government in exile is a world legal power and is legal. We are not doing anything wrong. Now, as I said, we are now a government. They cannot detain all of us. Anywhere they detain one, our government and our law will use whatever we have there and appoint another person to be working for us. They can't stop us. They cannot. It's because all along we have been obedient servants, serving them as Nigerians, but they could not use the oil money that they have been stealing since 1960 till date to bring everybody together. In fact, we are too many to be a nation or one country. Finland is only 5,584,000. It's here in my brain. I will never forget it. But they are a country, a nation. So why are they stopping us? Using our brothers and sisters as saboteurs to sabotage what we are doing. This is our problem. The earlier we understand it, those of us who are abroad are even master's degree holders, PhDs, doctorates, medical doctors, and academic doctors doing menial jobs. The same enslavement still going on. We are slaves to the Fulanis, as they call us, infidels. We travel abroad. We are slaves to the white man. Bianfr'S, rise up. Rise up. When these people came to colonize us, they are men and women like us. You remember that when they came to Cameroon, Britain and France were fighting. That's why they have French-speaking Cameroonians and English-speaking Cameroonians. The same thing going on in Amazonia, going on in Burkina Faso, going on in Niger, going on in Nigeria, going on in Biafra land. Una na-echekwa echiche ndị ojii. Why are you dividing yourself? It will make it easy for your enemy to destroy you, and you will never rise up. They boasted about it, that our mineral is their God-given gift, and you will be supporting them, giving them the leeway to come and leech on you by dividing yourself. Do you people remember what Onyendu told you? I can see that our people have very this fickle mind, that once one leader goes off, you forget him. Oh, but Obie, Uduakomili, where is all that loyalty? Where has it gone? Jump through the window, because we are not real. If you are real, a man that is leading you, that's why I love PM. PM is following Onyendu's footstep and Onyendu's template diligently. And Onyendu told us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa, that he is bringing a new dimension. Where is our mind? Yeah. My brother Wilson saying Ngozi Ezobika have one choice to make. Fall back to Breji led by APM or continue run a shambolic group of People's Club of Nigeria. Exactly. PM has heard all this. PM has been speaking to Biafrans. You people don't know because from last week or 2 weeks ago, he was allowed to start using phone again. So they are watching to know what he talks on the phone. And PM has been speaking of our freedom. So we have to continue for the world to know that we are freedom fighters. We are not terrorists. If we are terrorists, if we preach for terrorism, all these countries where we live would have come after us because they don't tolerate it. That's why Finland is questioning our PM. So now they have completed their investigation and they know that PM is a freedom fighter. Even Dr. Kemi Lawrence said that Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist, that he is a freedom fighter. So if Charles de Gaulle could live in United Kingdom to fight Hitler for the independence and freedom of his people, why would Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's own be different? You have all heard the voice of the lady. I left it to play. I never interrupted her voice so that you will hear her thick Finland accent. She used it to tell you what the PM said. She mentioned the name of Ngozi. Ngozi is just one woman Biafran. Just like me, I'm a Biafran. I'm a servant in this Biafra government. And I do this work without any payment because we need money. We need money. We are not DOS that we are taking salaries. Stop listening to those telling you that Ogenkere is paying us. Is Ogenkere a government himself? Is Ogenkere the one who is harnessing our oil and gas? Ogenkere is just a Biafran trying to render his own services. Why do we like to split ourselves? Fight each other like we are fighting the enemy. I don't even hear all this Ngozi's group talk about Shetima. They don't talk about Gumi. They don't talk about Garuba. They don't talk about Malami. All they talk about is Simon Ogenkere, Mr. Imam Duabo, Minister of Information. They will talk about Van as if to say these people are your enemies. This is what the Oyibo man wants us to be doing while they are busy taking our oil, building their nations, using us as their slaves in their own country. I'm telling you people, stop all this nonsense and come back together. We are not going to fight you people to come back. If you like, you come back to your root. Because this is what we all were fighting with PM when he was here with us. What has changed? Nothing. And you people are making mountain out of a little mold. You are trying to look for trouble where there is none. Giving people names that if we choose to take you to court, you will all serve jail term. And it will be attached to your name that you are an ex-convict. But we don't want to do that. You don't know what I am. I can bring an action against you people for slandering my name. Mr. Ogenkere can do that. But we don't want to go to that route because that is pure distraction that they want to continue distracting us. And we will never get to our destination. So, Biafrans, You have to join the Biafra government in exile created by Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. We are now a government. During the Onyendu's time, Onyendu has no government. Some of them are still doubting that PM did not send any message. To tell you how deep these people have gone in their ignorance. Don't be deceived. Follow your people. Fight as one.
Thank you.
God bless
Oh.
you.
Thank
God bless
you.
you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Our
God bless you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bless you too.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you
on
so
this
much.
note, I'm going to call our CROC, Honorable Mazi Emma, because this message is also related to him, for him to do the needful and pass a message to Biafrans as well. After Mazi Emma, we have Elias here. Elias might want to say one or two things to Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our APM, greetings, and special greetings to our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and special greeting to his attorney, our attorney, that just spoke to us. I think my message to Biafran will be different, is a kind of appealing to them, because our APM already said everything, almost everything, and our attorney, from the horse's mouth we have heard from her, it's not that we are making anything up. This is the message from our Prime Minister. And this message is for all of us to come together and embrace the original bridging. That is the message. We are all fighting for one thing, our liberation, the liberation of Biafran people. So those people who think that they know something else, please come back. There is nothing else. Our PM now made it clear. Everybody should fall back to the original structure. That's the bridge, the Biafra Republic government in exile. No other government is recognized by anybody other than this very bridge. So please, I'm appealing to those people. Don't feel, oh, I'm ashamed. I don't want to go back. I abused this person. I wrote something about this. I posted some, a kind of argument. It's not necessary. Don't think that way. We are still brothers and sisters. Come back. We want as quickly as possible to make sure that Biafra is recognized by the international community, especially the United States of America. So going separate ways will not help us. We have to work as a team and act as with one voice. So please, I'm appealing to everybody, please come back, all Biafrans. Our PM has spoken and we must listen to him. We all say that we love him and we obey him when he was with us. And now that he's answering questions and he's sending a message to everybody, to all Biafrans, all of us, we should listen to him. He said again, I repeat in his word, everybody should fall back to the original structure, that is the Biafra Republic government in exile. Please come back and we will embrace, we will take you back. Please, everybody, we are brothers and sisters. And we want to work as the way we used to be as a family. That's what we want to be. That's what we want to do. So please come back. It's an appeal to everybody. Don't feel ashamed at all. Come back and let us get to that end of the tunnel, and that is the restoration of Biafra, recognized by the United States of America and by the world, by the United Nations. So please, I'm appealing to everybody. The word of our Prime Minister should be respected. He said, what Ngozi is doing, he doesn't recognize it. He will also send the message to her. So I believe by now, maybe the message is already on the way to her. So we should respect our PM. We say we love him and we should show him that love. So please, Biafrans, come back, wherever you are, come back to Bridgie. Bridgie is the way. Thank you very much. I hand mic over back to our APM.
Before Honorable Sonny, let me use the opportunity to also thank you. Let me use the opportunity to also talk. Let Bianfr'S know that I spent almost 30 minutes Prime Minister. After 2 months, we have the opportunity to talk on the phone yesterday. And during that meeting, he made it clear not to say let that conversation don't come public yet. So, but today the conversation after the visit to him today, the conversation is now public because we are waiting for the outcome of today's results. So, of which, for those that believe they are working with him or whatever, do they have they have phone conversation with him one-on-one before? Have they heard his voice for more than 2 months, almost 2 months now? But yesterday, the acting Prime Minister, which is still here, standing in the path of the truth with all these honorable ministers and everywhere meaningful Biafra that believe in common sense, that can read the handwriting on the wall, that can smell good and bad. Thank you all for standing strong in this difficult time. Thank you all that have taken the bullet, and at the end of the day, see where we are. But I must use the opportunity to just recognize a few that I can. Professor Chairman, thank you. Honorable Briston, thank you. Honorable Joy Irobi, thank you very much. Honorable Ruby or Adazion, thank you very much. Honorable Briston, I say, okay, I repeat that again. Thank you. Honorable Obi, all the media team, Honorable Van, Honorable Sonny, Vision 555, Ada Betty, and my COS as well, Honorable Amobi, Ebudikewa, and Honorable Nena, thank you very much. Don't forget to mention Azubike, thank you very much. All the Honorable Dr. Sam, thank you very much, standing in the path of the truth. All the admin, the rep, all the Biafrans that are taking the bullet. Eunice on Twitter, I see you doing them vam too. You are strong. Yes. Bishop Comfort, thank you very much.
Everybody, all of us, we love everybody.
Thank you, all the honorables. Thank you, and all the ministers. Chinyere Apu, thank you, Chima from New Jersey, all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
From Australia, all the way from Australia, are you?
Thank you. Yes, you can
everybody.
You can keep calling their name one by one from here. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, APM.
Thank you.
The truth is finally out. I am so excited.
And, we expect our PM to be joining us, as you know, not quite long, but with due time, we will be able to narrow when exactly. So if we can have Elias, he been a Biafran true friend, and he been with us from step to step. So in every major development as well, we appreciate him, and everyone from back home, from the de facto that have stand their ground, not letting the bully that all these ones have been bullying us on social media, propaganda, and all that affect us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And next week, more good news will be on the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
I don't know if Honorable Elias will want to say something. We will give him the mic. Elias, are you there?
Okay, if he's here, give him the mic. I think
he's here. I'm seeing hers. I don't know. He's off camera anyway, but he's here.
All right, let me
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
I was not able to unmute myself. Yeah, my video needs to be. The host needs to allow me to open my video.
Yeah. Start
Okay.
your video. Start, please.
Okay, very good. So greetings, everyone. I want to thank the acting Prime Minister and our chair for delivering this very critical and positive news that I think will provide great clarity and help us move forward. I want to express that I'm extremely proud of everyone in the Biafra Public Government exile. The leadership shown by the acting Prime Minister and the other ministers has been very inspiring in navigating a very difficult and confusing for many period of time. And I want to congratulate all Biafrans, including those who are here, for standing strong and resolute in a difficult circumstance. And so I want to express that I think the future is very bright, and I look forward to us getting past a lot of this very unnecessary and childish drama and begin focusing on much more serious matters. All of you for your leadership and your service, and I want to thank the Biafran people that I will stand strong with you despite the difficulties and headwinds. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Elias. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for standing with us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Not easy.
Thank you.
Elias, thank you so much. Thank you. Their fans are too proud of you.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yes, my people, that was Elias, our lobbyist, that the one that Ngozi called criminal. You see, most of the time people are driven by emotion beyond their standing and into something that they may or may not regret in future. This man is the lobbyist, the American, with Greek background. This very guy has been the one taking Minister Nkere, our newly elected assistant prime minister, financial minister he is. The man has been doing a lot of work. PM appointed him when PM was here to go and be meeting all these congressmen. And Elias is the one opening those doors. How can an educated Biafran, a woman who's supposed to be speaking like a gentle mother, like a gentle woman, like a woman who is civilized, you'll be talking like an aburu? How can you call somebody who is working for your country to be recognized by America? You are calling him a criminal on the internet, where people will be reading this. Now they have been told to come back to Biafra government in exile formed by the PM. Let us watch them. We are not going to persuade anybody or to beg anybody on bended knees. They are not our God. We are all Biafrans. Biafran belong to all of us. It's a wonderful nation that we must build together. We don't have to be fighting each other. Nothing calls for that. So, my fellow Biafrans, I'm going to leave you people here. I am still excited. And with that excitement, I decided to come this afternoon to give you people this news so that you will hear it. All these people here are all the ministers that you are familiar with. And you heard when our APM said that he had the opportunity to talk with our prime minister for 1 hour. and you know exactly what the discussion will be. Our freedom and everything that has happened. So, my people, we are good to go. I will love you people and leave you from here. God bless you all. Please, my people, don't forget our fundraising, 7 p.m. today. The People's Club of Nigeria member is going to be on the space. She said 3 p.m. Don't forget, we will all be there and listen to her. Obuluzia no kwero join ya. The cabinet group that PM formed where she belonged. Una maluzia no nwili na kpamikoro ni ife di anime. I will love you and leave you. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress.